Hey, cute shirt.
Thanks. Yours is really cute too.
Oh, thank you. I just made it.
Really? That's pretty cool. How'd you make
I
it?
am so glad you asked. I could tell you all about it, but wouldn't it be more fun if I showed you how I made it?
That actually does sound fun. I'd love to see how you made it.
Fantastic. Well, let's go make a shirt then. And while we're at it, maybe we'll make a few other fun things too and just see how creative we can get. Hello everyone, welcome back. It is so good to see you all. I am so glad you're here. I'm looking forward to hanging out together today. We're gonna jump into a project that is just a little bit different. I love different, I love trying new things, and I especially love trying new products. So I have a great new product that I'm excited to share with y'all today. I would also like to thank Ninja Transfer for sponsoring this episode, and I will talk a little bit more about them in just a bit. But for now, let's talk about my idea. So I'm thinking about making some cute shirts. I've got lots of different design styles, and I want to walk through those styles with y'all today and just create some fun shirts and a couple other projects that I'm really excited to share with y'all. So without further ado, let's go jump right into our project. I thought it would be fun to just open up my Ninja Transfer box with y'all. So when I ordered this, I ordered the 10-foot gang sheet. Now y'all, it does say 10 feet when you order it, but I really wasn't sure it was gonna be an actual 10 feet. Like I didn't know if that was something special, special terminology when this came out. This roll is literally 10 feet long. So I have 10 feet of transfers here. It comes with a really nice piece of parchment paper. It also came with some cute little stickers. So let's go ahead and unroll this. I'm just so excited to see what these are going to look like. And so far, I'm feeling really impressed. This is the back side. So let's go ahead and flip this over because I kind of want to see what this is going to look like on the facing upside, and look at the color, y'all. The color in these is incredible. I'm so impressed. So the first project that I thought we would create together was this cute little banner. And so what I've done here is I've just kind of laid out the design of how I want this piece to look. So I am putting this on a piece of duck cloth, and then I would like to put some of these fun accent stripes on them. So what I'm actually going to do is cut the duck cloth apart where all of my striped pieces are, and then we're going to take them to the sewing machine and sew them all together to create one big cohesive piece. As I cut the pieces, I do want to clip them together so that I can keep the proper stripe piece with the correct section of duck cloth. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just pinning them all together so that I can keep everything separated and properly organized. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting out all of the sections, and once we have those cut out, we can move on to my favorite part, and that is actually sewing them all together. After getting all the sections cut out, I did decide I better do a dry fit just to make sure that I have everything properly pieced together and matched up to its corresponding pieces. So that's what I'm doing here, is just matching everything up, doing a somewhat of a dry fit. Now we'll go ahead and take it to the sewing machine and we will get all of these pieces sewn together. I am just using a straight stitch with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay, now we have all of our pieces sewn together and it is looking really, really good. I like this layout. I think it is a cute pattern. So now I will go ahead and press all of my seams down. And y'all, I think this is a very important step anytime you sew. Pressing the seams down just gives you that nice, polished, finished end result. And honestly, I think there is something so satisfying about this step. I love to iron and it just makes me feel happy to do this because I really love the way it looks once it's all pressed and looking sharp. Doesn't this look so nice all pressed? I really do love taking the time to do this step. I just love the way it looks. It really does give it a nice polished finish. Okay, y'all, I'll stop harping on that now. Let's go ahead and take a look at our transfers. These are the two transfers that I want to put on this banner. So I'm just going to go ahead and place them, just kind of fiddle around and play with the placement a little bit until I feel like I've got it looking just right. I want to get them as centered in the top two, or between the two sets of stripes as I possibly can. These transfers are so cool. I'm so excited to do this. I am just loving the color, how vibrant the colors are. It is incredible to me. It doesn't really show that much with this particular one because I did the whole thing in a grayscale, but wait until you see some of the ones that we've got coming up. We're going to do some pillows in a little bit, and oh my gosh, the colors are breathtaking. Okay, so the directions for these transfers say to use a 310-degree temperature for 15 seconds. I did find that it took a little bit hotter temperature and about 30 seconds for me to press these and to get them to properly adhere to the fabric. Some of that could just be my press. My press temperature may not be 100% accurate. So that could be some of the issue here. And then you have to let it cool completely. Like it needs to be 100% cool to the touch before you peel up the carrier sheet. So we're going to do this. We're going to peel it up and oh my gosh, this looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm sort of feeling giddy at this point. So I have to just say, y'all, this is incredible stuff. So you know how normal vinyl feels crunchy and stiff? This is silky smooth on here. You can hardly feel the transfer on the fabric. It's like it just melted right into the fabric. It is wonderful. I'm so impressed right now. I can honestly say I might be very addicted to this new product. So let's go ahead and transfer on the last transfer to this piece. This is my logo and kind of one of my little mantras that I say all the time. You all know me, I love to create. So I just thought it would be fun to create this banner with my logo and one of my favorite mantras, my favorite crafting mantra. So we'll just go ahead and repeat that entire same step to transfer on this last piece. All right, y'all, so I did want to just address irons for a quick minute here. I am not sure if a regular household iron will work with these transfers because I'm not sure that they get hot enough. So it might be worth the investment to invest in a heat press if this is something that you think you might want to try. I got this one at a reasonable price. I will try to link it in the description box for y'all. It is an older heat press, so I may not be able to find the exact same one, but I will certainly link something very similar to this one for y'all. Okay, so I did press this one. I let it cool completely, and then when I went to peel up the carrier sheet, some of my lettering hadn't quite adhered, so I did come back in and repress it, let it cool again, and then voila, the carrier paper peeled up and the lettering adhered to the fabric beautifully. Y'all, I can't say enough about this product. It almost feels like silk screen on here. It is so beautiful. This is a lovely, lovely product. I'm very excited about it, and I'm probably going to be using this frequently in a lot of my upcoming projects. Alrighty, so now let's go ahead and put a backing piece on our banner. So I'm just going to use that same stripe, only this time I'm going to run it vertical for the backing. So to do this, I'm going to go ahead and lay right sides together. So I will lay my stripes facing upward, and then I will lay the banner piece facing downward so that right sides are together. And to sew this, I am going to just sew straight down 3 of the sides. We're going to leave the bottom open on this, but I also want to put a dowel up here at the top of this so that I can hang it. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and plop my dowel on here and just get some measurements, see where I want the dowel to be placed, and then I'll go ahead and pin, because I'm not going to sew across my pinned areas because I want to have an opening for the dowel. So I hope that was clear. So here I am just measuring the dowel, seeing where I want it to be placed, because originally I was like, oh, I need to make a seam at the top of this, and then I'm like, duh, no I don't, because I'm going to be just sewing across the top of that. So I just wanted to mark where I want my dowel to rest on this. I just want to make sure I had a big enough opening for the dowel. So that's what I'm doing here, is just putting some pins in so that I can remind myself not to sew that section of the banner closed. Once I have that done and pinned into place, we'll just go ahead and literally sew all 3 sides, making sure to remember to leave that opening for the dowel, and then we will also leave an opening at the bottom so that we can flip this right side out. Now that I have everything pinned into place, we're ready to take this to the sewing machine. I love this part. It's one of my favorite parts. So at the sewing machine, I am just sewing a straight stitch down this whole thing using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. After the sewing is all finished, I do like to come in with some pinking shears and clean up all my seam edges. This serves a couple of different purposes. I like to do this because it eliminates a lot of bulk. So when we go to flip this right side out, there's a lot less bulk in our seams. And it also prevents fraying. So I do recommend this step. It's not mandatory, but I do recommend it. And something else to be mindful of if you are going to do this step, be really careful not to cut into any of your stitching. So I will just go ahead and trim around this entire piece around all 3 sides. Actually, I do all 4 sides here. Now that we have that out of the way, we can go ahead and flip this right side out. This is a super satisfying part of the project. It's probably the most satisfying because it is what reveals our end piece. It reveals our creativity. I love this step. So I'm just going to take some time here to just poke out all of my edges, all of the corners, and then I do take this to the iron and I press down all of my seams just to make sure that it has that nice, clean, polished finish. Once that is done, I will go ahead and flip up the insides. I'm going to clean this up with the pinking shears just to get rid of some of that bulk, and then I'll go ahead and flip it in about 1/2 of an inch, maybe a little less than 1/2 an inch, and then take it to the sewing machine and close up the bottom. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this because you know me, I'm super obsessed with ironing everything down apparently. So after I flipped that in, I did come in and press it so that it was, had a nice flat edge on it, so it would just be a lot easier for me to sew it. So now we will go ahead, take it to the sewing machine and sew the bottom edge of this closed. Here it is all sewn together and it's looking really, really good. So now at this point we can go ahead and insert the dowel. So I'm going to insert the dowel into the top part of this, and then just to make sure that I have everything really well centered and properly placed inside of this, I'm going to measure it. So I'll place the dowel in here, and I forgot to tell you this part too. I did tuck those sides in, and after you get the dowel in, you can put a little tiny bit of glue in there just to keep your sides, those raw edges, tucked in around the dowel to just give it a cleaner finish. So I'm going to, again, place the dowel in here and then measure to make sure that I have everything nice and even. Once it's been measured, and I make sure I have the same amount on each side, the same amount showing on each side, I'll come in with a marker and place a little marker point, a little dot on this so that I can take it outside to the shop and drill a hole in this so that we can hang this with a piece of wire. Our dowel has been drilled, so now we can go ahead and come in and run the wire through our dowel. And you could use jute to do this for your hanger part if you want. I just liked the wire. I thought it just had a little bit of a cleaner, minimalistic look to it. I'm just going to fiddle with this a little bit, make sure I've got the length correctly, and then once I'm happy with the height of the actual hanger part, to close it off, I'm just simply going to wrap the wire very tightly around the end of my dowel, and I think I wrapped this 2 or 3 times, and then I will come in and cut off any of that excess wire. I love how this turned out. Y'all, I am so happy with this. I think it's going to be a fun addition to the studio.
loving this banner that we created together. Doesn't it look good hanging up there? I love it. I think it turned out so cute, and it really added a lot to that blank empty space that I had back there. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think this would be a great project to customize. If you wanted to make a customized gift for someone, how cute would that be? I think it would look cute in a nursery or out in the garden. I don't know. I just think there's a lot of different things we could do with a fun banner like this. So what a fun piece to customize. Thank you so much, Ninja Transfers, for sponsoring this episode. Y'all, I'm loving this product. Love it so very much. I was a little skeptical when they first reached out to me because I just didn't really know much about their product, but then I ordered it, it came, and wow, I'm just so impressed. I love the quality of the iron-ons. When I put them on the fabric, y'all, they just feel like silk. You can't feel them, you know, like with some of the iron-on vinyls and things that we make, you can feel them and they're kind of stiff. These transfers aren't like that at all. They just iron on beautifully. It's like they meld right into the fabric and just become one with the fabric, and they're so smooth. They're not stiff. I love them. I am so impressed with this product right now. And their website is really user-friendly. It was very easy to create the transfers. It was really easy for me to upload my designs. The website is great. I love it. I can't say enough about this product because I think I'm addicted now, and I'm probably going to be placing another order really soon for some fall and Christmas ideas that I have coming up. So y'all go check Ninja Transfer out. I think you'll be impressed with that too. If you've got some projects coming up where you want to do some iron-on transfers, I say give these guys a try. The product is beautiful. You will love it. I'm going to have all the information for Ninja Transfers listed in the description box for y'all, the link to their website, as well as a first-time purchase discount that they have offered for all of you. Are y'all ready to jump into our next project? This is going to be another really fun one. I want to make some pillows using more transfers. I'm going to make these for my deck, for some of the furniture that I have sitting on the deck. I just think they'll add a lot of color and just a pop of texture and just a splash of fun out there. I'm really especially excited to use the transfer with all the color to see how they iron onto the fabric. So let's go work on some pillows. We are going to transfer these beautiful hydrangeas to some pillows. We're going to make a couple pillows for some of my outdoor furniture, and y'all, look at these. Look at the color here. Isn't it stunning? I am so impressed with how vivid the colors are here. I think they are just gorgeous. I mean, you could print something like this at home with just your regular inkjet printer on some of those, store-bought iron-on things, but I guarantee you, you're not going to get this same vivid, beautiful color. And the other thing I don't like about those store-bought transfers, just like, I think you know what I'm talking about, just those transfer sheets that you can run through your printer, they leave an edge. And there is no edge on these whatsoever. I think that is one thing that I really love about these transfers. So to transfer them on, it's just going to be the same exact process that we used for our banner. I heated my heat press to 312 degrees here, and it says 75 seconds on the press, but I didn't actually leave it on for 75 seconds. I was sort of moving the press around a little bit because that was a pretty big transfer. So while our transfers are cooling off, I'm going to go ahead and prepare the backing for our pillow. And I am just creating some pockets, just, the pocket opening for the back of our pillow. So I'm first going to prepare our pieces by creating a seam. And so I'm just ironing them down, folding it and ironing it down to give me a nice press seam because it makes it easier to sew. So once I have all of that done, we can take them to the sewing machine and get them sewn. And then by then our transfer should be cool enough to peel off the carrier paper. have all of the pieces. I'm making 2 pillows, so there's 4 pieces here, and I have them all ready to sew. So I'm just going to sew a straight stitch across the bottom of each of these seams, just so we have a nice edge on the pocket opening of our pillow. Are we ready to peel back the carrier paper and reveal this gorgeous transfer? I'm so excited. I can't wait to see how these look and how they feel, because this was a really big transfer, so a really big image here. So, oh, and by the way, my pillows are 16 by 16. I forgot to mention that, but yes, they are a 16 by 16 pillow. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is gorgeous. They feel gorgeous. You can barely feel them. I mean, honestly, you can hardly tell that this is an iron-on transfer. You can't feel these at all. There's no stiffness to them. There's no crinkly to them. There's no crunchiness to them. They're just gorgeous, y'all. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. All right. I might be getting a little carried away, but I'm honestly loving this product. Let's go ahead and get the backing put on our pillows. So again, here we're going to make sure that we have right sides together, and the top piece, this is the piece that's going to show when we flip this right side out. So you want that to be facing the bottom, because you want your little opening to the pillow to be the opening for your pocket to be at the bottom of your pillow. So make sure that piece goes seam side facing down to the inside. And then the second piece is seam side up on top of that first piece. I hope that made sense. I hope y'all followed me there. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin these in place. And I don't pin this whole thing. I'm not a big pinner when I sew, but certain things I do like to pin just to make sure that I'm not going to get any movement when I take them to the sewing machine. So I'm going to go ahead and sew all the way around. Now on these ones, you don't have to leave any opening because we have a pocket here. That's the whole point of our pocket. So go ahead and sew around all 4 sides. Once that is done, I'm going to come in, you know it, you guessed it, with my pinking shears and clean up those edges. Now it is time for the big reveal. Let's go ahead and flip these right side out. And I do take a little time to do this just to make sure I have all my seams fully pressed out and all the corners poked out. And oh my gosh, look at this, so pretty. I am loving these. Oh my gosh, y'all. Oh, aren't they so pretty? Look at these. Oh, they're so beautiful. Okay. My moment of drama is over. Let's go ahead and get our inserts put into these. And I am just using some pre-purchased inserts. These are 16 by 16 pillow inserts that I got off of Amazon, and I will have them linked in our supply list for y'all. Oh, y'all, look at these. I'm so excited. These pillows are so pretty. I know I'm going to love these and enjoy these for a long time.
Okay, y'all, so let's go make some t-shirts. This is going to be our last project for the day. I'm just going to make a few, and I would really love to have y'all's feedback on some of the designs. I would also like to know if it's even something y'all would be interested in purchasing if I made some shirts and some hats available. So I did want to show y'all the back of this one. I don't know if you can see it all the way. I hope you can see it, but I did do a transfer on the back of this one, and I really like the sleeve detail a lot too. So let's go make some more t-shirts. I think this is gonna be fun.
For our t-shirts, I thought it would be a lot of fun to just try something a little different. If y'all have been with me for a while, you know I love different. I love to try things that are just a little bit out of the ordinary. So let's be a little out of the ordinary and put our design on the sleeve. You don't always see that. A lot of times our t-shirts have the designs right front and center on this shirt. And so I thought it would be a lot of fun to just do this on the sleeve. It's a little bit fun, it's playful, and it's definitely different. The process here is exactly the same as it has been through all of our transfers. We heat the transfer, we let the transfer completely cool before peeling back that carrier paper to reveal our design. And oh my gosh, y'all, I am loving these. I know I keep saying it and saying it and saying it, but to be perfectly honest, I think some of the reason why I keep saying this over and over is because I myself am a little surprised at how much I am loving this product. I was a little skeptical at first. I wasn't sure what to expect, and this product is beautiful. So thank you so much, Ninja Transfers, for introducing me to this product, because I'm loving it and I am quickly becoming addicted. And I have so many plans now to make lots of fun things in the coming months. You know, we've got fall and the holidays around the corner, and I think I'm going to be making some really cute designs. This really is a great product, y'all. I would not tell you this if I didn't truly believe in it and truly love it. Okay, so we got the sleeve done, and then I thought, all right, let's do a fun press on the back of this t-shirt. So I just put my logo on the back. This is a huge logo. This one is really, really big. It took up almost the whole back of this t-shirt, but it's so much fun. One thing that I did notice is I wasn't very mindful of color choices when I designed these. So keep that in mind, because you want to choose colors that are going to be really bright and vivid, no matter what color t-shirt you decide to press it on. Okay, y'all. I am having so much fun with these, and I would like to give a couple of t-shirts away. So y'all, leave me a comment in the comment box that just simply says loving the t-shirts, and we're going to do a drawing. I'm going to give a few of these away. I will do the drawing next week, so be looking for the winners, and if your name gets drawn, I am going to have so much fun sending you a t-shirt.
Alrighty, y'all. Well, that is going to wrap up our projects for today. I love how all of the pieces turned out. I am especially impressed with our pillows that we made. The color is so vibrant in these transfers, and they just transferred beautifully onto our pillow covers. I think they look really, really pretty sitting out on my deck. The banner is fun. I like it hanging there. It was just something fun and whimsical to throw together. And the t-shirts are a lot of fun. I think I could actually go crazy making t-shirts. I sort of had to stop myself. So all in all, I am really loving this product. And again, if y'all are interested in purchasing some colored transfers like this for some of your product, I do highly recommend Ninja Transfer. So again, all of the information for their website will be listed in my description box for y'all. Alrighty, friends. Well, that is it for today. Thank you all so much for being here with me. I enjoyed your company. I enjoyed having y'all along as we worked on some of these fun projects that were just a little bit different. I look forward to seeing y'all again next week. It's going to be a fun video and fun episode, so come back and see me again next week. Until then, y'all take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.